Hey YouTube, T. Holtz here. This is a 29-gallon tank that I've had set up probably for more than 10 years. I'm thinking way more than 10 years. But it was not a planted tank. I just set this up like this as a planted tank today. I removed the silver dollars that I had in here and put them in another tank because they had begun to outgrow this small 29-gallon tank, and I had plastic plants and some fake wood in this tank. And now, as you can see, I've set it up to be a planted tank. All the fish in here I added today, except for the kissing Grammy here in the back, and they're going to be skittish because I just finished doing all the work. And the female pearl Grammy, those fish were in here. I added, not sure the exact name of these Cory cats, but I added 3 of them. Substrate I didn't change because it looks pretty natural. There's the other Cory. I ordered these 2. Put these 2 Grammys in here. And there's 2 honey Grammys in here as well. There's one, and the other one over there in the corner. Let me zoom out. The wood you see in here is manzanita wood. I purchased it from a non-aquarium website called bloomsandbranches.com. They sell this type of wood for arts and crafts and stuff, like making tea lights or hanging on walls. They even mentioned making centerpieces on wedding tables. But I bought this box of 8 of these branches, 18 inches they're supposed to be, and probably less than half the price that you would buy them for at an aquarium website. So that was a great deal. Had them soaking for a few days so that they would sink. And I might change how this setup looks. Not sure if I'm exactly thrilled with it, but it's certainly a whole lot better than it was as a non-planted tank like it's been for the last dozen years or so. I bought all these plants at one of the big box stores. I guess I can mention it, at Petco. They have the plants in plastic cylinders, and they're actually pretty decent quality. It didn't change the substrate, like I said, so I wanted to put them all on the wood. Different Java ferns, mostly narrow leaf Java fern. And right in the center there is an Anubias Nana Petite. Not sure exactly what kind of Java fern this one is in here. It's looks a little bit different than other Java fern I've seen. And let's see, another Anubias there in the back. And I stuffed some Java moss there in that corner, and in the crux of the wood over there. Probably have to tie these plants down maybe eventually. I kind of just jammed them all in the nooks and crannies of the wood. So far they're staying where they are. Hopefully they'll stay there long enough and take hold and put down roots and grab onto the wood. I like the way it came out. Still have some swimming room on either end of the tank with the wood in the middle. Also, the light is new here in this tank. Just purchased it. It is a, see if we can see the name without too much glare. There it is, Night Crew. It's a light made in China. I got it from eBay. 7500K LED light. As you can see, it has some blue lights on it as well. I think it's a very good light, very bright for, I think I paid $46 for it, something like that on Amazon. And you can pay an awful lot of money for some of these LED lights today, but I think this was a pretty good bargain for a cheap LED light with 7500K. Let's see. You can see the honey Grammy there. I see Aquarium Cop rather is watching. Thank you very much for watching and making some comments. This is the first time I've actually done live, so I'm really not sure exactly what I'm doing. He says they were $27 a year ago. This is the 36-inch, no, 30-inch light. I'm going to leave it on 6 hours a day is what my plan is right now. I did put some duckweed in from my other tank. You can see it there floating on the top to try to take some of the nitrates up. So that rather try to take some of the nutrients up out of the water to prevent some algae from growing right away on these plants. That's why I put the duckweed in. Hopefully that'll suck up the nutrients and I won't get a whole lot of algae from the beginning. I'm going to leave it on for 6 hours a day and then we'll adjust from there. These are low light plants, slow growing. So we'll see how it does and we'll keep an eye on it. It's very bright, this Night Crew light. If we look down here, it's hard to film this tank here on the bottom because it's behind a chair. But if you look down here at my 29-gallon, it's nowhere near as bright. This 29-gallon has two fluorescent lights, 6700K lights they are, T5HOs, and they're not nearly as bright as that Night Crew LED. That's my 20-gallon long just below it. But I really wanted to show off this setup today. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I might tweak it as time goes along. Hopefully these plants all do well. I had silver dollars here, which I moved over, and we'll take a look where they are. Turn the lights on. This used to be a discus tank. It is not anymore. I only have one discus that survived out of all my discus, so this is a non-planted tank that I had 5 discus in at one time. And there are the silver dollars. They're of course very jittery. They were just yanked out of their home where they've been for the past year or two and put in this 55, but they're going to be a lot happier in this 55 with more room to swim around. They're huddling in the corner right now, but they'll be fine once things once they relax. And I do have the one discus behind this wood left. We'll take a quick look at my other tanks here in the fish room while we're here. This is my 10-gallon, very heavily planted, actually overly planted, too much plants. 10-gallon tank with some green tiger barbs. They're doing very well in here. 6 tiger barbs. You can see how active they are. They think they're going to be fed right about now, and they will be soon. But as soon as I come up to the tank, they really start going crazy looking for food. And they do very well in here. They chase each other around all day, but they don't seem to injure each other. They're not nipping at each other's fins. I don't know if you can see, but they look good. And up above that is my 20-gallon planted. Take a look back on it. Got a lot of algae in here right now, some blackbeard algae. I've been treating it to try to get rid of the blackbeard algae, increase the water changes. This houses my angelfish, who's not going to turn around and look at the camera. Sorry for the shaky camera work using my iPhone here. Yeah, he's not going to turn around. Got some neons here. Also some catfish. There's a bristlenose pleco. You see a tiger nearite snail right there. I think there's another snail over here. Yeah, there is. Right there. And a small bristlenose pleco right there. And there's a larger one you can see there. And my angelfish still doesn't want to turn around. Alright, YouTube. Well, I do want to mention one more thing about the new setup over there's my discus. The one remaining discus left. Hopefully she does well. I know it's a she because she laid eggs at one time a couple years ago. And the silver dollars have moved over to this end. I did want to mention one more thing about this tank here. The filtration is a hot magnum filter. Hang on a tank hot magnum filter that I've had running flawlessly the whole time I've had this tank going. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Hope you like it. Thanks Aquarium Cop for watching and making some comments during this video. Thanks for watching.